Sometimes the magic you catch in a demo can't be reproduced even in a proper studio environment. Hi, I'm Bill from Happy Mag, and today we're taking a look at 6 times those one-of-a-kind demos made it to a song's final cut. Paranoid, Black Sabbath's smash hit you've probably heard even if you detest metal, was just an afterthought. Having recorded their second album in a couple of days, Sabbath had about 3 minutes left on their tape reel. Tommy Iommi smashed out a quick guitar riff, Geezer Butler wrote some lyrics, and the whole thing was done and dusted in 2 hours. After hearing the famous 3-note run which opened Satisfaction in a Dream, Keith Richards rolled over, recorded their demo using a Gibson fuzz pedal he had been sent, and mumbled, "I can't get no satisfaction." He originally wanted horns to open the track, only using the pedal as a descriptive stopgap at the time. When the rest of the Stones heard the demo, Richards was persuaded to forgo the horns and keep the original, which, if legends are to be believed, contains 40 minutes of him snoring. Otis Redding's original intention for Sitting on the Dock of the Bay was to record a third verse, but at the time of recording he didn't have one written, so he whistled in a placeholder. Unfortunately, in between the actual recording and his intended re-recording, Redding caught the flight that ended his life. But the verse would live on, growing comfortably to be one of the best known tunes in whistled music history. Creme Brulee, the closing track to Sonic Youth's 1992 album Dirty, was haphazardly recorded on a whim. While Thurston Moore was fiddling around with his amplifier, Steve Shelley and Kim Gordon jammed along. Meanwhile, Lee Ronaldo, who was sitting behind the desk at the time, decided to sneakily record it. The track's messy nature definitely has a DIY allure, but unfortunately that meant that Creme Brulee could never be played live. There's a creakiness to Forever Forever Ago that's inherent to its soul. Probably because it was literally recorded with a bunch of crappy gear, a guitar bought at Sears and half a drum kit. After 3 months spent recording demos, Justin Vernon had every intention of bringing what he had to a studio, though his friends convinced him otherwise, and Bon Iver's debut album stayed perfectly raw forever. Stephen Drozd was not exactly peachy company during his heroin years, but as the drummer, keyboard player and all-round ideas man for the Flaming Lips, he was integral in their ascendance into intergalactic domination. The squealing riff which opens Race for the Prize was one Drozd brought to the studio on a shitty cassette tape. The sound is impossible to recreate, and so the Lips travel with a sample from the original tape for live performances. Do you know of any demos that made the final cut? Let us know.